mankan of fai to people in the diaspora. We don't want to encourage cash because of corruption and accountability and all these things, but we said, just buy the cement, or this is the material, and you can also help us contribute. We find that to be very, very effective. And then number two, initially, people will be willing. But usually, they are a lot more willing to help, you know. And then one of idea it's one of the youths. He came, he said, you know what? This is how Rollins was able to build Ghana. If you invite us, we will come. And we will come in our numbers, and our labor will be free. So that's much of a cost Mialonko is going to reduce. So we believe the amount of roads Ninkombe dollar, in a matter of few years, we will not have the money. And then there's a donor fatigue as well. Donor fatigue level care. Most of the donors you will apply, it will take years and years. Then you get the donor, the funding from them in order to be able to develop. But if we do it through this way, we can be able to achieve a lot of development. Imagine any donation that comes, any funding, donor funding that comes later on will be a complement to Ngamindati. So these are the few areas nko mbatun nga wo funding and dialogue nyunko nga wo land tableau kan nga jibembe kenola nyaming, and then how we can all help. Hannatara, we don't have any idea about it, but just a mere fact that I tarela miro kono bayala hanni murunda e bankuo banku rebije ni murunda na bela miro kono doron lundo isello kino le opportunity soto ini moye benje mi alonko abe dokola in a city council or in the state whatever isa opportunity soto ka idea nyimfa no, and see how best they can help. Honey glove soul helps, you know, boot soul, it helps. You would find that even gloves sometimes is a problem for us. Spades, Picasso, and all these are materials, we desperately need them. And one is even big enough for us. 1, 2, 3. Hanniba container kika, you have those 2, 3. Put them there for us. It will help us. We will definitely appreciate it a lot. So, bankudoku olemu, and then bankudoku atemi nyininka olemu, mbela involvement in it. Because no one then Nico, one person to be able to do it at a kernel. So the other thing you can help us is twinning as well. Because twinning more also opportunity let me aronko. We also desperately are seeking for it. Kaning si iba city wo city ro ka traya jibe even ni futandila nyola nyaming be chokindino la nyaming, and then wo chokindiro ko kujamale wulu mi alonko ita foma mira ulbebe kala noje. But the moment we start talking with them, we can share ideas with them. They can, but they can also give us technical expertise. And then I think the final one is, some of you, a lot of experience in the diaspora, which we are in position, public position, but we lack those experience. So even in the future, even if it means sharing those ideas on how in Europe, and then how we can also be able to learn from that. So wolemu me kilironying daliloti ana hamonyanti. Purisaje we have that dialogue and the constraints all and challenges all for alieno, and then naltata you can look at how best you can help us interconnect with your various cities, Albadami, and that coming out from Yaming, as a Kujamala Wulu no Mialongo, it forma Amira Kabetara Kulkon. You know, we sometimes found we get a lot of Thankolu, Kopolu, you know, Keba helps us with a lot of trophies. What trophies all gold mine netija. Sometimes it's vessel level. We tend to share it with our ward soul young, because council we get a lot of letters seeking for help. A lot of donations for so many things. Villages all many alonko, atol me lomfang, ime tolong, but they look up to this council for help. So they ask us for nibe nawetanol sotokan. They don't have bowls sometimes. Imang katol soto, sometimes imang vessel soto, sometimes imang kopol soto, sometimes all of these are things that we try to provide help for. So like any help that we also get, it goes on to help because it's very aka kolea bake molu sate ul mini alon ko dia sate ringol leb ijiko bebe cancel kay futanan cancel ko alim ma ko nyinna an man fen soto be mendilel so woka kenyen ni kuya bada ka kenye ni torabat. So any sort of help that we can provide will go a long way ka mfanana wo sate ul ma ko in terms of providing those things. So ñun lemu dialogue we want to have, and then we also see how best we can help. We are not asking too much, but we are saying even to have us in mind is good enough. And that is BAC. We are trying our level best, but with your help, we know we can do a lot more. And that's what we are trying to achieve here. So saying, be flow yella, and then we can all say, so if you have any questions that you want to ask us, and then if you have anything that you think whether that might help us, you can share it, and we will tell you how that can help us and whether it will be helpful or not.
Soraja, ko chairman ya fanyama, this is first of its kind. But ntela fadi amula damen na wala mu resource mobilization not. But in kaimembe for jan kiamane a lot of interventions lefo me along ko council la hamum pur kawaleke. But welte kela no kodo koma. And council, we don't have any subvention from the government. We solely rely on namol menkajo na West Coast jam. The problem ngamen soto walemo, people are not complying to pay la namol. Niaji be korda membe be West Coast, na be ka namo jo anyama. Definitely, ntolebe government subvent la. Bari, mol me alam ko ibe diaspora jama West Coast jam. Abe ninkema munsa for 75% be kordal soto janne. Abe asoro West Coast kono janne. Bari jamal bi je ngam fanyi nin kan sa foko ndefa man ko nam mo fanka jo council la. Wala mto nyate. So chairman na diamo kono ja fo janne komono damma is about 97,000 properties wala bi je. Bria assess. So atol member diaspora fanang mbe jikila la BAC nyinan sango 2024 by January, by next week, me namu kaningol start la. Dukare, mbe bota kordal le kono. Ide fansun kordal mbang, wallam fasu wallam bang. Alim ma ko nga mobilisation ke moli la namul jo. Janni ba fala moy ko nku. Ni fan e fanku de ngam robe soni ala bet. So West Coast there is a potential jama bale bijam. But definitely ntabin jana last time but people man confidence on council lanu wobijela that's another contributing factor. But Chairman Yankuba Darboe mamra hanin tol sa fatule mo the diaspora not. But what we are appealing is either you have a business bank, you kordal soto bank, you can send soto bank, abe kanamo jole. Dukare nasira this year we'll make publications, we'll make a radio announcement, radio programs, momo ibe daoda. Either through the chairman number or through your councilor, nila fakodo joleman confidence or ibajo kandame, make sure you make a consultation to your councilor or your other representative menalanko abe council jane, priya make sure namo jo. Ninga namo jo dorong, definitely council bafan sambanolal. So de mardol men chairman ye fo nga interventional men for asiatal da men be fo jang, asiya batale. Bari West Coast fana warta bakare birin kallajilem fo kanaki kartonna. So namo member kono janinga assess we can even generate more than 1 billion jang West Coast kono jan tonya wala mtonyate. So ntemu finance committee chairman wala nanko diamoto banano fonse je fanam botres mo pour nal taral fone mobilisation okay. Gambia dingo be dawda nyim bankun kanjan nabara birim bolon kono lambang. Dawda abebe kordanyu soto kan West Coast kono jan. And most of them are living in diaspora. And some of them need not find because on kudo fenka jo council le. But wala na la interface ning ntol fanan so tandala nal murunta al sal hakilo loje ko korda me momo bul West Coast kono jang. Nyinam from beginning of this January men kumasta mo be se finde na anana mojo ntanga wal so la fa men fala la barka bak.
Esporas mbal kontona the tax force member sirin ko mbal fanan kontona ben chairman wona la councilors bu be kontona ni vice chairman ning katantole sewo balete Brikama area council ben second term la kan but kanyin sifaje amu for the first time ngaje be pare akatanye sewo ti miate nako diaspora no mbebe sirinje be mu West Coast dingol leti almost woto bi ndol nga si Brikama area council Yankuba Darboe la nyaton ka koto ngan regional dingol soto jang pour ni dialogue ka jibe mbe West Coast sambala nyato nyame wo mu nye kontane balete bari as the chairman of foreign and integration Brikama area council ntenga min soto ka fair dialogue ninka wolon ku chairman e kujama yirwa kujama le fo jammi alon ko be sulari ngala andu na namo damata kela no comme antemo foreign la chairman oti ne modol diamuta min kita ni ku ya ko ti wolon ko Brikama area council amman wafi dunia kono ni fintita ko Brikama area council e ka fele nga KMC la long anim Banjul ning LRL and the West Coast is part of the councils. So wo number one worketa nye bad leadership lete come the last time na chairman wati da maleka fintinu na fintita abika na council wafi modol ma West Coast moy e mam West Coast long. So but the sign come nim mo dan tangol be kachakang be cool fay nyoka under the leadership of our chairman nata mol soto nimil be kachala. So wo kacha ko na bella fila atol men fana me banta almu West Coast ale collection no ni mole because kubit kat no ko ma revenues lafta ka minke revenue da mata kala no fonse partnership ni banta wo partnership kilim bije nga xamo so me ko this youth entrepreneurship akasoto le grant na ni mol diam tay se ma koy no jele kiling comme tol mu ba mati nyame mu ba malti na ko ra ko West Coast ni toro ben kam mi alon ko na funding kel beti nyata into drugs. What drugs is very important lafta minna wolongo ninga reformation center soto modo bi ja bante ka fa nyamata nyamama ay drogole ma but ni asamba reformation center like 6 months America muruna back to sense so Brikama area council chairman na la council le wo miro so reformation center ni la nyame andum bala fila fanan ali al barako lanka tol fanale partner ni ni mi alon kon so fanan kenole nse rehabilitate nyamen ke imurundu back to their sense bawo masakunda mental bulu amantra fem fo kam funding ke la drugstore ane women entrepreneurship wo fana mu feneti banko kan a depend tambe connection o sota nyani partnership mi alon kan be musol sembentu yala nyaadile a beka soto le grand long but nta soto no la nim mamol soto banta min alon ko e ben partner le ben link la no le ni wo molu min satine sen sembentu ya nga fo rohimali glola revenue revenue Brikama area council revenue siatati bala le development be mu this entrepreneurship and this grant KMC wonya bawi to la leader so la council wafile ndonga first leader men soto amana council wafi na council man finti man fenkeno but the leadership of Yankuba Darboe under his leadership nde fintita sinya kilinten flantem but dingo Brikama area council e kafle for the first time e ka moy so woto sa en tol fana batol fana danila bawo sa mbe kana bulo du nyo bulo kono le albe dameng se sister council soto no jele because councils bi yele me ala ko be la free council min be partner kala e kanyo ma ko ile minno pour ka fintindi banta banko dol bi je fana ila government ka partnership ni le pour grandi that council la pour be fango ma ko la nyame so ntol fana be nyin karafaro di lalla pour nal fintita nal murunta alfanan damale singa kacha alia jibe alben link la nyamen with that councils ebe makuru kala no nyamen and aka marché min fanan fo alse partnership ni nyenole with atol fang o alla business partners ol ale molol bil million ko na West Coast dingol le binala je ko tenge ngam fang muna fanje atole na faje council na faje so the face of to change the face of Brikama West Coast atakeno la atol fanan ko ma atol me banta council ba try kane because council ba min ke kanjang for the past 4 to 5 years anene man soto but in just 6 months 90 days in office chairman report kele so meaning ko nate 1 year in office anala council lolo ning the face of area can Brikama na man change to the maximum laftala nyameng, but maybe 75.5 mbo sotolale and unta kala no atol kuma. So mbe dani ro kala mbe karafaro dilalla nal fana murunta ale mako with the partner and ale linkol nyine mi an ko alse partnership keno with us sajem fana say ku jama keno mi mun na hamoti. And na finance chairman o diam tajang ndefana am part of finance member